All right, well, right now, several Iowa communities are, of course, recovering from some strong storms that happened early this morning. Lineville is among those areas that were most impacted. You can see some of the buildings that were impacted and completely leveled, among other damage. Of course, we heard about what happened out here today with that start to the fair, a little bit of stormy weather, a rocky start for a lot of people today.
Absolutely, and a bit of a surprise, too. We weren't expecting it to be this widespread,
Sure.
heavy, and a possible tornado in Lineville. Newly built fire department is gone
Oh, no.
now.
Yeah.
So having to start over there, that's tough. Community coming together, though, that is good. Let's check in on some of the rainfall amounts. And you see it was highly localized over southern Iowa, especially down towards Centerville. As we go to the radar estimates, there were some estimates up towards 7 inches in Mystic. In fact, that was a measured amount coming in as well. Some ground truth down into Mystic, that high. Garden Grove over 5 inches, up through Osceola 3.5, and that extended closer to the metro with some 2 to 3 inch amounts. But check out, this is actually that fire department. You see that red wall there. That's the only wall left standing. Possible tornado at minimum, looking at some significant wind through town. Tree power line damage down there. And taking a look at the scenario, we definitely had some really strong storms moving through, doing some damage. Trailers shifted off their foundation, limbs down through town, uprooted, tree and power line damage, and grain elevator that was destroyed as well. Now, taking a look at the picture here this afternoon, we're fine. Not much happening, a lot of sunshine, a few of those fair weather clouds still upon us out there across central Iowa. You see the Grand Concourse, it's not too busy, as we mentioned earlier in the show, kind of chill with the atmosphere here for this evening. The first day of the Iowa State Fair, 86 degrees, wind to south is 16. That's going to be something that tries to save us going forward, as tomorrow will be hotter. Temps in the low to mid 80s, that rain from this morning leaving an outflow in place, and we just couldn't recover, and that kept the lid on those temperatures. It does feel like the upper 80s and low 90s with the humidity. It's not jumping off the charts, but no doubt you're going to feel it if you're coming out here to the Iowa State Fairgrounds. On the grandstand tonight for us, Frank and Lecrae. We're looking at those temperatures down through the low 80s through the duration of that. Will stay dry tonight. I do have a weather impact alert day status as we go into the weekend. Both Saturday and Sunday, some heavy rain potential there. I'll track the severity of the storms on Saturday evening as those get going, especially across northern Iowa. Potentially some heavy rain in there, and that's something we just don't need at this juncture. Severe outlook has level 1 and 2 draped across the state, and a stalled out frontal boundary is going to be the focus for heavy rainfall this weekend and into Monday, and those totals will add up. A dry Friday is in store, but those temperatures jump to the low 90s. We'll avoid the rain for the day there. Overnight, there is some signal that we could see at least a little bit materialize in there. We'll watch that for you as we continue on, but better prospects as we do continue to roll on through the weekend. We get into Saturday. Especially in the second portion of the day, we will start to see those showers and storms blossom along that boundary, and then that boundary just kind of stalls out on us. Latest run of Futurecast, actually not too keen on this scenario actually until late going into Sunday morning. I disagree. I think there'll be a little bit going through the afternoon and evening. As far as rainfall, as we look through the long run going on through Monday night, you do see some heavy rain down there, especially over southeastern Iowa. Potentially, we could see some amounts run 3 or 4 inches over that 3-day stretch, and that's problematic. 74 degrees tonight for our overnight low, and then 92 on your Friday. We'll look for those temperatures to hit the low 90s and try to do it again on Saturday. Let's take a look at that extended outlook, and you'll see the weather impact alert day status there. I think the temperatures are impacted by rain, keeping things muted, but no doubt it will stay muggy at least through Monday. A few pop-ups trying to linger there as we go later into the week. Temperatures trying to pop back up for the final weekend of the Iowa State Fair. Unlike last year, which was cooler, it doesn't look like we're going to see big-time relief, but at least a little bit through the middle of next week.
I'll take any relief we can get.
I think we all will, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Dana.